Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Layla. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and let's get into the video. So today we're talking winter boots. As you can see by the title, I live in a cold climate. It is cold and snowy and gross, and these are my winter essential must-have, get you through this awful season that's happening and come out on the other side with dry, warm feet. I am a shoeaholic, as you can see. So I would like to say that I, know a thing or two about shoes. And now I have what I would say is my 5 top must-have pairs of shoes to get you through the winter season. These include brands and styles, and they go from kind of cool out, fall into winter, to SNOWMAGEDDON. So let's get started. Alright, so boot number 1. Every single woman should own a Chelsea boot. It is a fact.
It is a fact.
Now, what that Chelsea boot style means to you, it can be many things. The toe, heel height, the neck of the boot height, the color, texture, whatever. All of those things are very, very personal. Personally, I like a pointed toe because it's going to elongate my leg. I'm a little bit of a shorter woman. The next part for me that's important is a tiny bit of heel height. These are like a 1.5 to 2 inch heel. They're really nothing. To me, it just doesn't even feel like a heel. But there obviously is a little bit of heel height there just to lift me up a little bit. I'm quite a tiny person. And then for me, what's really important is how long the neck of the boot is. I can get cut off really, really easily and look extra short. So for me, finding something that's mid-calf, just above the ankle area, sitting there is really important. So I tried on a lot. Have worn a lot Chelsea boots in my life, and these by far are my favorite. They're so comfortable, completely worth the price, and I know I'm gonna have them for a really long time. So for me, dollar per wear is where it's at when I'm going to invest in a pair of boots. So these were over $250, and I know I'm gonna wear them well over 250 times. My suggestion for your first pair of Chelsea boots, especially if you're investing in a pair of Chelsea boots, an expensive pair, is to get black. Brown is a great option, but it's just not as versatile. They don't look as clean and sort of nice as a black boot. Black boots are just way more versatile. You can wear them with way more things. And then once you've figured out your favorite style or favorite brand, then maybe invest down the line in a brown if you like brown shoes. A lot of people don't like brown. They don't think that they can wear brown with a lot of stuff. People don't think they can wear brown and black together. That's a myth. That's a whole other video that's coming. But personally, I just think for your first investment or for your first shoe, if you are buying Chelsea's or a nice everyday kind of boot, black is just definitely the way to go. So these are, late fall, early winter kind of shoes. I'm not going to wear these out in the snow because I would ruin them. And right now, these are my babies. They are brand new, so they're not going to go outside and get salt stained. No matter how much you spray, no matter how much these people try to tell you spraying them helps, you're still going to get salt stains. So if you're worried about it, just don't even wear them. And in that case, this is my next boot that I would wear. Number 2 on my list is a combat boot. Whatever that combat boot may be is up to you, whether it is a Doc Marten or it is a faux Doc. I call these my faux Docs. These are by Steve Madden. I found these at Winners. Overall, for me, it's a combat boot no matter what. It gives me that sort of edgy, casual vibe while still being, trendy and kind of a cooler shoe. I love the way these look with dresses and then worn with jeans, worn down, kind of dressing them up. I just think they're super versatile. Definitely a must-have in your wardrobe. You can find these vintage. I find vintage combat boots all of the time, and they're usually really well made, so I would definitely go that route if you're interested and you're just kind of like diving in for the first time, or something like this, because this is probably going to be the same price as a vintage combat boot. These are about 80 to 100. These are by Steve Madden. For like a synthetic leather boot, these are actually quite warm. I wear them with a thicker sock and I am good to go. They also have a little bit of treading at the bottom, so I'm not totally slipping everywhere. I wouldn't say these are the like most non-slip boots out there, because this is like it literally feels like a styrofoam sole. But as you can see, they've definitely gotten me through, you know, some weather. I've been outside through a lot, and I'm super, super, super impressed with this brand. And just this shoe overall. I'll definitely link them down below. I'll have a couple more styles linked under every style of boot that I'm talking about. I'm just like really stoked about these, and now I definitely know these were like my starter shoe into getting a pair of Doc Martens. I was like very on the fence about it. They are notorious for being a little bit harder to break in. You really have to commit to, you know, some foot pain and some blisters to make those work for you. So I definitely know now that I want a pair of Docs, and I definitely want to invest in them because these are synthetic leather and I have taken a chunk or two out of the toe. So I definitely want a good pair of like leather Docs. So now next year I'll probably buy them. I don't think I'm going to buy them this year because I'll just get my wear out of these. Hopefully they won't die and I can wear them next year too. But yeah, definitely suggest these if you're in the market for a pair of Docs and you like want to try out the style. These are like the perfect way to try that out, is these Steve Madden boots. Again, they'll be linked down below so you can check them out. Alright, the third must have, if you are in Canada, you already know this because everybody wears these shoes, even like babies to adults. This is a brand, also a Chelsea boot, but it is a pair of blundstones. These are like, there's no question in having a pair of blundstones. These will get you through all of the weather. These are honestly just, I can't say enough good things about blundstone. I love these shoes. They're so friggin' comfortable, especially when you just find the ones that are right for you. There are so many styles out there, so just like I did, I sat in the store for probably an hour trying them on, trying on so many pairs, trying to figure out the ones that I really wanted. There's the chisel toe and the round toe. These are the round toe. The chisel toe made me look a little bit weird, but maybe I'll try them on again. I wasn't too sure. I just thought these were a little bit better. Where my rule goes, of course, I bought a pair of black because I just thought that they would go with everything. I really like that sort of like light wash gray pair or the really light tan brown. I don't really like the dark brown. I'm just not a dark brown kind of shoe gal. I have some dark brown shoes that I wear with things, but like they're vintage. They weren't incredibly expensive. They're not something that I wear very often. I don't know what it is, but I'm not the biggest fan of brown shoes. So yeah, went with the black. Definitely want to get the gray next, or this like beautiful pebbled leather. Those were really nice, and they already looked kind of worn in, so that was cool. These are also my favorite travel shoe. It's funny because I didn't realize how much these seem to be like a Canadian shoe. Every single person in Toronto has these shoes on. Like, I would say every 10 people, 9 people have them on. We went to Scotland and England, that was when I first got them, and like no one there had these shoes, which was honestly really surprising to me. And a lot of people talked about it, and then there were a lot of people that were saying that these are such a Toronto shoe, so it's kind of funny. They seem very popular here, but otherwise out in the world I don't see them as often. So if you're in Canada and you don't have these, then clearly you've missed the trend. But good thing is you can go buy them. Alright, fourth shoe is kind of a brand, kind of a style, kind of a couple brands that I would suggest. Personally, I bought the Kodaks because I just liked how slimming they kind of looked. They weren't as chunky. These are like my in-between winter boots, like right before I get winter boots on and have to wear those when it's really snowy outside and really cold. These are waterproof. They have a shearling lining inside. They're super warm. They definitely get me through the snow without cold, wet toes, which is ideal. If you're looking for a super walkable kind of winter boot, very like everyday if you're walking out in the snow and you live in like a snowier climate, but say the snow is not like mountainous, then these are, I think, a really good option. These or something like a Timberland, or I don't know, there's a couple of brands out there that make like a really good kind of like slim but very sturdy, functional winter boot. I will definitely link those down below. And then lastly, number 5 are my Uggs. I have had these for like almost 10 years. It's actually wild. These shoes are so worth that $1 per day rule that I have, because I've worn these over and over and over the dollar amount. These shoes are pretty expensive, but seriously, I've never worn a more comfortable, warm winter shoe in my life. Like, they're only now starting to get a little bit cooler because my fur is kind of like getting a little gross on the inside, and because I pull them up a lot by here without the tab, I don't suggest doing what I do. I've started to wear this, like, because it's suede here, I started to wear that down a little bit, and that's kind of where they're dying. But otherwise, like, I don't have any holes in them. They're still really waterproof and still really warm. I wear them up north when I go up north. These are just like so worth the money. These are the best shoes I've ever bought for winter. I really want a pair of the little like shorties in black, like just the plain black slip-on Uggs, because man, they're so comfy. They're like wearing slippers outside. Okay, they're cute. Hate on me all you want. But personally, I think if you are looking for like a winter boot, these are it. These are the ones if you want like a trendy winter boot. These also come in a really tall version too, and those are also sick. Like if you for sure walk around in the snow a lot, if you walk to and from work every day, you know, if you travel to work, say on the TTC or whatever, like the taller ones or these ones are definitely to get you through in the city. But if you live outside the city, I definitely suggest the tall ones. They're a little bit more expensive, of course, but just like totally worth it in my opinion. I swear by them. These Uggs are the best. Alright y'all, that is it. Those are my top 5 must-have boots if you live in a cold climate. I highly suggest any of the boots that I've listed. The first 2, of course, were a little bit for style, and then the last 3 were definitely just like purely functional, warm, waterproof shoes for you to make it through this awful season that we all hate. That first snowfall is so cute, and then after that it can just peace out. Let me know in the comments if you have any of these shoes and if you love them as much as I do, or let us know, let the viewers know what your favorite winter boots are. Maybe link them down below for anyone that might be searching. This is definitely the time. I think that people are really looking for that good winter boot, so I really hope that this was helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe down below, like this video if you liked it, if it was helpful, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye! I'm not gonna kiss my hand because I touched a lot of shoes.